If you think losing fat means eating boiled chicken, rice and broccoli all day every day and spending hours at the gym 6 times a week and having to say no to beers with the boys, you've been lied to. What I'm about to teach you isn't a diet. It's a blueprint and it works, even if you're tired, lazy, or don't have the time. Now, most plans out there are probably gonna fail you. The reason dads burn out and binge is they try to build a whole new lifestyle from scratch, on top of everything else they got to do. Family, work, stress, social events, everything that they're juggling. And when it gets too hard, they quit. And then they start blaming themselves, saying things like, I'm just not disciplined enough, I need to try harder, I don't have the time, why do I always fail at this? But what if the problem wasn't you? It was the plan. Now you don't need more motivation, you need better mechanics. Because motivation is like your best mate's New Year's resolution. At the end of the year, it's all loud and proud, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But come February, and it's long gone. You need a system that shows up when you don't feel like it. And that's why I built what I call the lazy man's blueprint. Because it runs on strategy, not hustle, and you're not lazy, you're overloaded. And your health plan needs to reflect that. Okay, so let's cut straight to the chase, and here's the actual blueprint. I've used this with my busiest clients, my most overloaded clients, and my most stressed clients. And they still want to get results without sacrificing their sanity. Step 1, you need to build a 2x3 meal grid. That means 2 options for each one of your meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then you just rotate those meals over the week like a playlist. For example, your breakfast could either be a protein shake or some sort of egg scramble with tuna or salmon or some veggies. Lunch, it could be a chicken wrap, or it could be my favorite, leftover dinner, because that requires no prepping. And dinner could be a stir fry or steak and 3 veg. Find 6 meals that you like, that you can easily change by just putting on a different sauce or different herbs and spices, and then just rotate them during the week. The second step, trigger-based movement. Forget workout guilt. You need an anchor tied to something that you're already doing. For example, if you're doing a school drop-off, can you walk? If you're waiting for the kettle to boil, do 15 squats. If you're waiting for the shower to heat up, do 10 lunges. If you're watching Netflix, do some bodyweight exercises or some stretching. If you're scrolling on your phone, do 10 burpees first. This isn't about working out. It's about breaking that sedentary loop. Do it daily and then stack it mindlessly. Step 3, the weekend armor system. A lot of dads do okay during the week and then crumble in the weekend. And it's not because they're weak. It's because they didn't pre-decide. So here's how to fix that. If you are going to go to a social event or you're drinking, you need to plan in advance how many drinks you're having, and you need to look for low calorie, low sugar drinks. You also need to drink slowly, and you want to try and have some water in between. And a great tip, if you're ever going out, make sure you go out full so you eat less and drink less. The second thing is you need a social script. That's a rehearsed answer, which is a no. When people are trying to offer you drinks or food that's unexpected or unplanned. Something like, no thanks mate, I'm good right now, I might have some later. And the reason you say you might have some later, because then it stops them from pressuring you to have it now. Because a lot of the times, I know with the boys, if I say no, the peer pressure goes on. And the other thing you need for the weekend is a damage control meal. Just in case you're caught out unplanned and you need something convenient, something sitting there ready to go. I always advise my clients to buy something from online. You can get delicious, healthy, protein-based recipes these days that sit in your freezer, heat and eat. And the great thing about the lazy man's blueprint is it doesn't need motivation. It just gives you structure when your brain's fried so you can make less decisions, so you need less willpower. And then it gives you momentum, and momentum will keep you moving forward, which will eventually snowball. So here's why this works so well. It doesn't fight your life, it fits into it, works around it. Because you don't have to be perfect to see progress. You just have to stop giving up on yourself. And most dads out there think they have to suffer to lose fat and get healthy, but suffering is not sustainable. Systems are. The choice is yours. And remember, lazy doesn't mean weak. It means efficient. So let's get to work. Make sure you follow. And if you've got any comments, let me know. Happy to help you out. See you at the next one.